guys, we got another video here. This one is called "This Is Why Men Don't Care." Megan runs to the streets. Let's check it out.
Megan Thee Stallion is a joke. And unfortunately, there are so many other women out there that are just like her. And
Facts.
this is why a lot of men will send y'all right back outside to the streets, let you get stuck in the streets, and they do not care. So after Megan Thee Stallion made all of these Instagram posts and TikTok videos and went on all of these different press runs to talk about her devastation and her heartbreak behind her breakup with her boyfriend, Clout, guess what she is doing shortly thereafter, right? Right after she made the bold claim that she could no longer work, she just couldn't go on. She needed time to herself. Guess what she is doing? You guessed it. She's partying, she's drinking, she's lit, she's outside, she's being a hot girl and a city girl. And this is why men don't take y'all seriously. See, a lot of men are out here saying that Clay dodged a bullet. Megan Thee Stallion was not becoming this new and evolved, new and improved woman. She was not trying to become this trad wife or this soft life girly to where she was putting up her hot girl, city girl cape.
Look, man, I think most of us know Meg Thee Stallion is trash. Outside of her aesthetics, guys, she's not a very good person. Okay, just go back to what she did in the past. Okay, you can take the Corey Lane situation, and that right there kind of drove me to a point where I was like, nah, I can't rock with her, bro, because he's doing time for something he didn't do. All right, let's keep it real. We all know he didn't do that, and she has this shield over her, okay, by Rock Nation, okay, who's protecting her or whatever. We can get deep into this if we want, but I'm not going to do all that. But anyway, that's just one instance, guys, okay? And that whole incident started because her best friend at that time, she was sleeping with, okay? She was messing with Corey behind her best friend's back. All right, let's just keep it real. That's what it was. All right, and look, she is not wifey material, guys. I said it before. I'll say it again. Women like this are not wifey material. That's why a lot of women out here are upset. The ones who are upset are the ones who can't find a man, who want to be hoes, and who want to live that lifestyle, okay? And that's who her supporters are. Let's just keep it real.
You ain't lying. No, she was probably, in my opinion, trying to get wiped up. That way she can gain access to Clay's money. Because contrary to all of these women out here's belief, Clout was a big deal way before Megan Thee Stallion. Let's be honest, you all. Okay, I'm not even into sports like that, and I knew about the Splash Brothers. Like, let's be clear. All right, Megan Thee Stallion is not on the same rank as a Clout. Did she maybe expose him to a new brand of city girl and hot girl? Maybe, sure, right? But I can bet my bottom and last dollar that way more people were aware of Clout than they were of Megan Thee Stallion. All right, he is somebody that is in a whole different tax bracket and a whole different arena than Megan. Megan actually cheapened his brand, if you ask me.
Listen, guys who are successful, they don't want wives that are in the same realm that Megan Thee Stallion lives in. They don't want that, okay? Megan Thee Stallion is one of those chicks that's cool to play with. She's a fun toy, guys. I said it. I've said it many a times. And a lot of women are taking offense to the breakup, which in my opinion is still crazy, because how are these women getting so upset over a thought that they don't even really know? They don't even know. Okay, they've never spoken to her personally. They don't have any personal relationships with her, but yet they're ready to flip their life upside down behind a relationship that has nothing to do with them. That's how toxic and crazy social media has gotten, and that's how stupid a lot of these women are.
You ain't lying. Let's be honest, you all. Clay could have did a lot better than the Megan Thee Stallion, but that's neither here nor there. What I want to say is how a lot of guys can have it in their minds that these type of women like Megan Thee Stallion, to where they were deeply engulfed in 304 culture, they never change. They just have a goal to reach. They want access to your money. They want access to your circles because maybe you can evolve them, expand them, grow them. And so I'll play a role. I'll make it seem like I'm this type of woman who cooks and cleans and, I'm done being outside and I'm done doing this and the third. And then once you finally make it quote unquote official, now I got you. Right? Now I am able to sink my teeth and my claws into you because now I have all of the access that I need. I have the privilege of being in your inner circles. I have the honor of having access to maybe certain sponsorships and brand deals and money that maybe you have more access to than me. Now, I'm not going to make it seem like Megan Thee Stallion wasn't out here, hustling on her own. But let's be very, very honest, you all. I'm pretty sure she was well aware of the expansive reach that Clay would grant her access to.
Look, man, nobody at his stature wants to wife up anybody like this. And that goes for all women out here. All the women who are out there on Instagram and doing these things, guys, they're good for a few things, but they're not going to be taken seriously. They're not. That's why usually these men have more than one. All right, because they're not taking that particular woman serious because they've seen her past. They know her background. OK, the only ones who will are the simps. All right. And you got to go fishing for those nowadays because simps are becoming more and more extinct. I call them Symptonians. All right. It's another race of people who do dumb shit for females who, walk all over them. All right. And if you are a Symptonian, that's a different story. But I'm talking about the majority here on this channel. And that's what I do. So when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion and the likes of her, guys, they are not worth what they claim to be worth. They're not. Okay. And it's basically, in my opinion, karma. This is karma coming back to bite her in the ass because she's done a lot of dirty things in the past. A lot of it has been public and it's been swept under the rug, right? Because who she's associated with Rock Nation. And so she's gotten away with some things. And I still believe that is not over. I've said it before in past videos. I think that is going to come back like a Bill Cosby grape. You know what I mean? I'm replacing the first letter, but I think it's going to come back to bite her at some point in time, guys, because that was so wrong. I don't think God is going to let that slide. Okay. So that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I think it's karma coming back, and she really actually caught feelings for this guy, I personally believe, and she did not know. Okay, she was naive not even to see that this was just a season. This was just something to mess around with for a season. And after that, that was it. He's looking at Meg Thee Stallion like, oh yeah, she's just a good time for a little while. All right, but when it comes time to get serious, really serious, she ain't the one. All right, it's too much information. People know too much. These guys are too known. They rub elbows with a lot of the same people. They all probably joke about her behind her back because of the things that she's done in the past, guys. I'm telling you, she's just a name on his belt, just another notch.
And that maybe she couldn't do on her own because, again, who is Megan Thee Stallion? No shade. I know to a lot of the hot girls and the city girls, she's a big deal. But in the grand scheme of life and in the grand scheme of household names, no, nobody's really checking for a Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? They're just not. One could even argue that she fell off a little bit.
Perfect KO.
But again, I digress, not even get into that. But what I really want to highlight and talk about today is how a lot of y'all are out here fronting and faking. This is why when a man does part ways with you, he doesn't care. He already know what it was. He's not looking back. He's not regretful. He's not remorseful because he could see your play before you made it. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. This some real talk. See, a lot of women, they want to pander to other women. They want to be widely accepted by other women. And so they'll say what y'all want to hear. But I'm going to be honest with us because I actually care about us. I want the best for us. And I want us to be aware of our ways and actions. That way, we're not setting ourselves up to be back outside in the streets, ultimately being stuck in the damn streets. In my opinion, Megan Thee Stallion is stuck in the streets. You know why? Because her perception is, oh, she's the type of woman who likes to dog men out, use men up, not be loyal, not be faithful. I mean, for crying out loud, she allegedly was out here sleeping with her homegirl's man behind her back.
To my knowledge. So yeah, it did end up coming out that night that she had been betraying me or whatever. And of course it's like, damn, why it had to come out like this? Like, we should be able to you should be able to come to me and say this, that way we can laugh in these niggas' faces.
Bitch, shut up!
Not these niggas laughing at us.
Supposed to be on.
So they already know the caliber and the character of a Megan Thee Stallion.
One hoe can't trust another hoe. I don't know. I don't understand why she didn't understand that herself. But for her to be that naive to think that Megan wouldn't stab her in the back, or the other way around, you know, it's kind of beyond me personally, guys. And that's what this, you know, the city girl type of nonsense is. It's going to get them nothing. And you got to be careful how you move in the street, because there's evidence, there's fingerprints all out here, guys, and people can pull it up like she just pulled up this clip here. You're not going to escape it. You can't run from the mistakes that you've made, and that is what people know about you. That's all people have, is what you've done in the past, right? So if I'm a guy and I run into Megan Thee Stallion, and she's checking for me, and she's interested in me, off rip, from a man's perspective, I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm not sitting here telling you I'm not gonna tap. Okay, I wouldn't hit, because I would, but there's a line to be drawn in the sand. There's only a certain place that I'm willing to take that, and then I'm dropping it off. I'm not taking it to the finish line. She is not a woman, and women like her, if you're out there listening, if you're one of these fucking girls out here who's living this lifestyle, all right, you probably want to hang that cape up. You don't want to keep it on too long, like she said, because you'll get left outside, and next thing you know, you'll be 35, single,
You ain't lying.
with maybe a kid or two, and nowhere to turn, and nobody's going to want you. I'm just keeping it real. And that is exactly where Megan is headed. And that's why she is so salty right now. And that's why all these women are so upset. Not every woman, but the ones who represent what she stands for, which is straight trash. They are upset because they can't get a man. And their only lifestyle is to go out in the streets and get hit and then get dropped off. That's it. They're not anything else, guys. They're not worth anything else. And when they have to face that in the mirror, that's when it hurts the most. And most of these women don't want to take accountability, and they don't want to look at themselves in the mirror, because the truth is staring them smack dab in the face.
So while y'all are out here talking about, oh, you know, he fumbled and he messed up by letting her go. No, he does not care. And a lot of the guys out there would not care about letting a woman like Megan Thee Stallion go, because they already know her type. I already know I'm just a lick for you. I'm just a bag for you. I already know you're just using me to polish up and clean up your image. She does not have the best reputation. A lot of people look at Megan Thee Stallion like she's a liar, like she's a cheater.
She is.
Like she's not trustworthy.
She's not.
And so, I mean, I'm pretty sure Clay was well aware of the fact that, yeah, she's trying to use me to polish up that perception. She's trying to use me to polish up the image of her being for the streets, her being in the streets. And so that's why Clay was like, oh, no, this is not that. I would never commit, especially not to a woman like you.
Facts.
And y'all know what's crazy? Y'all are out here celebrating this girl getting kicked to the curb.
And let's focus, ladies. Let's focus. Now that she is single, hot girl summer is officially back.
Bitch, shut up!
Child, anyway, fuck a nigga named Thompson, bitch. It's gonna be a hot girl summer all motherfucking summer.
I mean, look at this bitch. I'm sorry. Look at her. What are we looking at here, guys? This is what Megan represents. This is what she represents. Who wants this? What man who seriously is looking for a committed relationship, maybe a future wife to have kids with and expand your legacy, who wants this, right? And this trick doesn't even realize that she put this out in 4K and now it's out there on the web. They can go back and pull it up anytime they want, and they can find out, oh, this is how she's moving. All right, bet. And that's it. And that's all.
Meg back outside.
You know why women are doing that? They're doing that because they themselves know and understand that they're always going to be stuck in the streets. They're always going to be outside. And no woman wants that for herself, for real. That's a coping mechanism. That's something that they will utilize to try to get by, make themselves feel better about being passed up and passed around. But yeah, these women will hype you up to your demise. You know why? Because misery loves company.
Facts.
So yeah, you'll have women out here talking about, oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's a hot girl summer. You know, Megan back outside with us. The music getting ready to be fired. The music getting ready to be off the charts and this, that, and the third. And guess what? Let's be very, very honest and clear. Megan not popping. No shade. No shade. Okay? No shade. But what charts has Megan Thee Stallion been on lately? Is she even being played on the radio right now? Are y'all bumping Megan Thee Stallion at the club? I mean, y'all let me know. But it's given that it's washed up and dried up, which is why she tried to pivot into the whole, trad wife lane. The relationship goal lane. She tried to retire like Sierra. And just pop out with a song every now and again when she feels like it. I'm pretty sure that was what Megan was on. And Clay saw right through it. And so many men see right through y'all, ladies. This is why I'm always going to say for you all to be very, very conscious and aware of the things that you partake in. It will follow you.
Guys, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you right now, a lot of this shit is coming to an end.
You ain't lying.
These guys are seeing it now. Like, and social media, you can blame social media, but at the same time, you can thank social media because it's waking a lot of people up, guys. A lot of simps are hanging up their capes and they don't want to be simps anymore. A lot of Symptonians are going and getting blood transfusions, and they want that Symptonian out of their bloodline. They want it out of their blood, and they're getting these operations and they're getting rid of it. They're no longer bowing down to these pieces of trash out here in the street, living these hot girl summer lifestyles, right? They're catching on. And if you notice it, a lot of women are noticing it as well, and they are getting salty and they are becoming more bitter and they are frustrated because they don't understand what's going on. Why can't I get a man to look at me? Why can't I get a date? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? Because we all know the gig is up. It's drying up out here. Okay? Even the guys you thought, who were going to be simps or who were going to be easy targets, they're no longer falling for the banana and the tailpipe. And you get everything you deserve. So if you want to continue to live that hot girl summer lifestyle, go out there and get your cheeks clapped, by all means do that. But once you hit 30 and you out here looking goofy, hey man, you got nobody to blame but yourself. And everything you get, you deserve.
Being a hot girl and a city girl in a ran through Reckless 304 is real fun and real cute in your 20s, early 20s. But as you approach 30, or you start entering into your 30s, now you're looking for the more substantial things in life. Now you're looking for somebody to settle down with. And by that time, your image and reputation is so damaged, nobody's taking you seriously, even the quote unquote good guys. And let's be really honest, you all, and it's no shade, all right? It's no shade to Clay. But y'all are so terrible at picking men. Like, Clay Thompson, from what was being revealed, been a playboy. He's been with some of the hottest women in the game. So if he couldn't even be faithful to them, if he couldn't even settle down and just pick one of them, what really made y'all think that Megan Thee Stallion had a chance? Let's be honest, y'all.
Yeah.
He was with, allegedly, Coco Jones. Coco Jones is one of the most beautiful, unproblematic, successful, talented women out here. She didn't even have a reputation for sleeping around and doing this and the third.
Listen, I keep telling people they're in a whole nother tax bracket. All right? Even if they weren't. Most men don't care what women have. I'm telling you. They don't. They look at them as just another woman, another female, guys. All her accolades matter not to a guy like Klay Thompson, all right, who's got millions in the bank, who's been and won 4 championships. Like, it's not going to work on guys like that. It's just not. So you hear all the women talking about it all the time. Oh, how did you fumble her? Bro, he didn't fumble her. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Most men don't care. And that's what women fail to realize. Women refuse to listen. That's one thing that I don't know what's going on with that, but men are literally telling them in 4K, we're not rolling with this. We don't want this. And they still refuse to accept it or listen. I don't know which one it is, but either one of those, right? So it's a wash.
And he didn't even want to commit to her. So you just know Megan didn't have a chance. But this is what y'all would do. Y'all don't say, oh, is he somebody that knows how to commit? Is he somebody that is disciplined? Actually disciplined? Is he somebody that is faithful? Is he somebody that has a reputation for treating women well?
I mean, it's an NBA player. Your average NBA player who's still playing and traveling all the time. Come on, man. Use your head. Use your head. That's all I'm saying. All right. And they're not doing it. They're not doing it. And like I said, if they were, they would understand that they are not that type. That is not what these type of men want. Anyway, they want a wife at home with some kids making cookies and making pot roasts. Okay. That's what they want for a wife. They don't want, and somebody who's not known out in these streets for being a hoe, for doing this, for doing that, right? Nobody super high profile. That's not what an average guy who's making this type of money wants in a wife, and something serious. That's why you always see these relationships fizzle out after a certain amount of time, because once they get to a certain point or reach a certain plateau, guys, it's over. It's over with.
So on and so forth. Is he responsible? Like, y'all don't do that. Instead, y'all go based upon, oh, okay, I think I can finesse him. I think he would be able to boost my ranking up on social media. I think he would be able to give me a little bit more clout than what I can get on my own. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go full throttle in on this relationship with him. Like, it's just so much wrong with this. And to make it even worse, right? And again, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. To make it even worse, y'all, these chicks will not even do the self-analysis, the self-reflection, the self-work in order to improve. Instead, they go outside and take shots off people's titties. Instead, they go outside and they are being just as reckless as they were before.
And you only damage yourself and your brand that much more, guys. So what does that say for the next man? If there is one, a serious one. I'm not talking about somebody who's going to come and clap your cheeks after the club or after you did a show, okay? No, I'm talking about when you really want to settle down with somebody, right? And you really want to get serious. Who's going to take you serious? Who's going to do it if he's not a Symptonian? Nobody.
Now you're really solidifying yourself to be stuck in the streets. Because let's be clear, you all. Although women can have a horrible reputation, right, from her past, and it follows her, with enough accountability, with enough self-work, self-development, self-improvement, she can turn things around. She can switch gears and create a new perception of herself, create a new life for herself.
Nah, I don't know about that. Not with Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think so. And that's another thing. She's still not out of the fire. I wouldn't want to get too close to her anyway. There's just so much still going on around, things still up in the air with the Corey case and all of that. In my humble opinion, guys, you can't count this type of stuff out. You just can't. You just can't. That's why you see a lot of these type women who are, they have, a lot of them have babies, like Lotto, who is having a baby, with 21 Savage, but she's a side chick, right? She's a side chick, and that's all she's going to be. And you'll see, as time goes by, you'll understand what I'm saying. All the ones who don't believe, which are usually females, right, who are trying to live that lifestyle or duplicate that lifestyle and look like a straight goofy. I mean, you'll see. Just let time roll by, and you'll understand what I'm saying.
To where men can start to take her seriously again. Like, that is possible.
No.
But it starts to look very performative when you're acting one way, and then as soon as things don't go your way, you're right back to what you originally were. before your self-development, before your self-improvement, before you found yourself and manifested this new life, right? It's like, oh, okay, no, she never changed. She was just playing a role. She never really was learning from her mistakes. She was never evolving and growing. She was just, again, playing a part so that she can get in on something. And men are not dumb. A lot of y'all think these men are dumb. They are not. They see right through you, which is why they treat you and play you accordingly.
And they're not gonna. A lot of men are not gonna say nothing. They know what they want to do. They know their next move, but they're not gonna say anything. They're just gonna play the game until they hit the power button, and that's it. And that's all, guys. And like she said, most of us aren't stupid. We know what the hell is going on around us. We're peeping game quietly like a snake. All right, and we're gonna bite you. Okay, when the opportunity presents itself. And this is just what happened. All right. I'm telling you, I mean, all the way to where he had her thinking they bought a house together, like really making her think, she was in, bringing her to the parents, letting her meet the parents and all that. She really believed that because he did that it was, it was something real. Guys, it was set up from the beginning. He was lining her ass up from day one. I'm going to hit Megan Thee Stallion and I'm going to do what I need to do to get that happening. And then once I'm done with her, once I'm fed up and I'm through, or she starts, getting curious about, the next level, I'm out.
And it makes it 10 times worse that you all don't know, once again, how to pick properly. Thinking that this man is something that he's not. Trying to change a man and make him be something that he's not. Like, y'all end up creating these disasters for yourselves by being delusional, by thinking that you are the finesse queen. I promise you, you're not.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna end it there because there's really nothing else to say. I mean, I think she said it all, and I think I've said it all. And if you go around social media, I think everybody else is saying it all. There's a side to pick, and of course, you got the hot girl side, which they're trash, and then you got the side of reality, okay, which even women are speaking on and letting you guys know that you got it all wrong. Okay, Megan is nothing, and this relationship was bound to fail. That's all you need to know. It was bound to fail. All you got to do is look up her past, look at how she is, look at what she's doing now after, okay, the quote unquote breakup. And she's the one who put it out there, right? Her emotions got the best of her. And this is why this is all happening right now, because the way she's handling it. And now she's going to ruin a whole bunch more of females who follow her and who like her, which she knows she doesn't even know exists, so she don't give two shits about. But she's going to help ruin their relationships, and she's going to help ruin a lot of their chances of getting people, because they're going to go out and they're going to do a bunch of dumb stuff, and it's going to cost them as well. So hey, it's funny to me, and a lot of these women don't have daddies, and hey, I don't know what else to say, guys, except for if you like the content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, because I drop content every single day on this channel. And with that being said, guys, I'm out, and I'll see you in the next video.